How's it going, folks? It's time for another review. This time it is my tried and true Bose NC700s. I've been using these for about a year now, and I thought it's about time to give you my thoughts and whether I think it's worth it or not. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, why noise canceling? Why not a more video editing oriented headphones, something more neutral? Well, a lot of my day does consist of editing. I actually do take a lot of meetings, and I enjoy just listening to music, being able to walk around my house since we're all working from home. I like the convenience of being wireless. Okay, so really quick, what do these headphones come with? They come with the headphones themselves. This nice carrying case, it's a hard one. Has a Bose logo in the front. And then you open it up and it has a little compartment for a charging cable as well as a 2.5 to 3.5 mil audio cable. It's also nice because it charges via USB-C right down at the bottom here. All right, so let me talk about what I had before I picked up these headphones. So I had the Apple AirPods Pros that I used for like working out and stuff, which I still do use for working out. But for my day-to-day editing needs, I actually use these Shure SE215s. And these guys are actually in-ear monitors. And the reason I use like earphones instead of headphones is actually really stupid. It's because I didn't want to mess up my hair. So like with headphones, like you put the headband on, you mess up your hair. That's the reason why I went with earphones. But yeah, I was getting fed up with these just because of the whole cable situation. I didn't like the cable laying across my desk, as well as just unplugging it and plugging back in every time I needed to use the speakers. Like I would have to unplug it, and then if I want to use it again, like find the hole on the back of the iMac and then plug it in. So that was kind of annoying. And then just having to like use these loopy ear thingies to put the earphones in, it just takes a second, like that. And then having to take them out again while I needed to step away from the desk. Anyway, I was in the market for a new pair of headphones, and these Bose NC700s popped up for me. So I have 7 points that I kind of want to go over. The first one is comfort. Now, comfort is probably one of those things that you cannot compromise when it comes to headphones or earphones, especially if you are using them for extended hours at a time. For me, like having these on all day has not been a problem. They're super comfortable, and yeah, it's not even a competition between these and the Shure SE215s that I had. Okay, the second thing that I want to talk about is the wireless capabilities. So this is definitely something that I was a little bit skeptical of in the beginning. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to edit wirelessly, because in the past, dealing with the AirPods, for example, I would have to like constantly mess with the settings in Premiere and like switch the input and output, and the latency of just like the lag between pressing the spacebar and like the video playing. I definitely had some reservations going into like a wireless setup. But after testing it out and like using it for a year, obviously, no complaints. Like right when I turn it on, the computer recognizes, and even Premiere recognizes that now the output has switched to a wireless device. So it's pretty seamless. And yeah, I definitely don't miss unplugging and plugging in those earphones that I had before. The third thing I want to talk about is noise canceling. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I feel like Bose has always been a leader in this space, and now that Sony and Apple are coming out with their products, like they're all pretty much on the same playing field. So yeah, it's definitely been great for those work at home situations where, let's say there's like a lawnmower outside, or the air conditioning turns on, or like your dog is just barking. I find myself just putting these on in the morning, even if I don't have any meetings or no music to listen to. I just put them on to transport me to like a quiet environment. The fourth thing I want to talk about is transparency mode. Really good. I wouldn't say it's as good as what Apple's doing with their AirPod Maxes and the AirPod Pros, but it's certainly good enough to get by. Battery life. These have battery life rated at 20 hours, which in my usage lasts me like a whole week without charging. I was really considering using my AirPod Pros for like everyday work, but I didn't find the battery life to be sufficient for my needs. These max out I think at 4 hours, and then you have to put them back in the case and charge. So that may be something that you're considering. All right, number 6, audio quality. This one is pretty subjective because I know there are a lot of people out there that really like the Sonys and their sound signature. They like the bass, but yeah, like I said, this is all subjective. For me, I really like the Boses. I found it to be really clear, and the bass wasn't overwhelming, although it wasn't lacking either. Especially for video editing, I think it's important to just keep a more neutral sound signature, so you know exactly what you're getting.
Also, I know you guys are going to appreciate this, so here's what the headphones sound like with the built-in microphone. When in meetings, it does a great job picking up my voice and also does a great job blocking out sound too. Overall, no complaints in this area.
Okay, and my 7th point is design. I absolutely love the design of these. I think they look pretty modern and sleek, and I haven't seen any other adjustable ear cups that function like this, that kind of like pivot and slide without any sort of like band that you typically see. So yeah, I really like them, but I know a lot of people who don't like these, so that's pretty subjective. I really like the metal band on the top that gives it like a nice premium finish, as well as this silicone rubbery material that stretches across the headband area, which has been really easy to clean. Here they are on my head. This is what they look like from the front. This is the left side and the right side. Also, when you put them on your chest, they fold outward. I know on the Sonys, they kind of like lean flat against your chest. I think they did this because you can lay them flat on the table. One other quick thing that I want to talk about is the touch controls, which are located on the right side of the ear cup right here. The surface area for the gestures, initially I thought were like pretty small, but after using them for a while, I really didn't find them too hard to get used to. Okay, let's talk about the app for a second. There's a few features here that you can customize. One of the big ones being EQ. You can also customize how the transparency button functions, so you can have it cycle between 3 presets, but what I like to do is just make the middle one 0 as well, so it only toggles between 2. That way it's just a little bit quicker. So it just goes from full transparency mode to full noise cancellation. And I find that to be the most efficient. You can also toggle between which 2 sources you're connected to. You can also set the level of transparency modes, so whether you want to hear yourself more or less. You can change your voice assistant, so whether you want Siri, Alexa, or Google. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there's not a lot to this app. It's pretty simple, which I like. It just functions. Anyway, to wrap it up, here are my thoughts. I think if you currently do not own any sort of noise canceling headphone, I would really recommend just something like this, or even the AirPod Pros. Just having something to block out noise, whether you're in the gym or in the office or just at home. It's so nice just to be able to have some privacy in your own head. Or maybe you already own a pair of noise canceling earphones, but you want something a little more robust, more comfortable, that will last you a whole day, even a whole week. I'd say if you're in that boat, I can definitely highly recommend the Bose 700s, or just any pair of noise canceling headphones like the AirPod Maxes or the Sonys. The biggest difference between all of them is just sound signature. I think they're all great headphones, and this one in particular has definitely changed my workflow for the better. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021, so any help is greatly appreciated. All right, peace.